Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gatv. David, good to see you.
Good to see you, too, as always.
Yes, sir. It looks like we have a special visitor and a guest with us here today. We have Jared Guglielmino. Good to see you, Jared.
Good seeing you guys. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, good to have you on Gatv. So, David, I know that we just finished one of our biggest months in the history of the age, in the top five anyway. I know it's among the top five.
It was a top five
of all time. And we challenged everybody to go in, all in, so to speak. Company's new logo this year. And people did. They went all in. But the reason we have Jared here today is he not only went all in, but he made it happen. So, David, why don't you just kind of tell us a little bit about what Jared did during October Trust, and then we want to hear from him.
Yeah, October Crush was great for so many people. For Jared, he not only broke his own personal best record, he broke the agency's personal best record for the month with more than $50,000 in ALP in the month of October, and closed out the month with more than $20,000 in the last week. So when you put these two things together, that's the reason that you see Jared with us today.
So Jared, if I hear that right, $50,000 in 1 month. That's over $600,000 a year. That's never been done here before. I can't wait to hear, Jared, how you did it. Okay, I really want to know. What did you do to bust such a record, dude? What up?
Pretty simple. I mean, it started with a clear-cut goal and a decision to just do more and prove two things. One thing to myself and one thing to another person. And basically all I wanted to do was prove my worth and my value. So I focused on calls, presentations, and gathering as many referrals as I possibly could. And I just stuck to the plan every single day for 30 days. And then, I wound up being number one. So it's a pretty cool feeling to not only pop your own lid, but make more money than you've ever made in 1 month, and then realize or coming to the realization that I could do more. So this is just the beginning for me.
That's super, super cool. I love, what I love? I love that you put yourself on the line by committing to something, to others, to someone else, and to yourself. But Jared, you popped your own lid. You took it to a whole nother level. What advice would you give to everybody watching this episode right now on how they too can pop their lid and go to a whole new level? I mean, I heard what you did, but I think it starts with mentally. What is it that you think advice you can give to people so they can do the same thing?
I think you need to know what you're going after, and you have to have it in front of you every single day. I have it right here on my wall. I'll kind of just I have my goals right there. So I'm always reminded of them. I'm always looking at them. And just know what you're going after and find a plan to get there. Speak to your mentors, speak to your managers, the people that have had success that you want, go to them. They'll guide you in the right path.
Awesome. You know what we have here, David? We have a Roger Bannister inside our agency, somebody who did something that nobody else did before. And my hope is now that like Roger Bannister broke the record, that many other people went after him to pop 50,000 in 1 month. My hope is that others will pop that 50. Also, I believe they will because they've seen Jared do it. But I have a feeling Jared's going to challenge himself sometime in the near future and go past that 50 grand.
Even higher.
Look at that. He's already saying,
of course.
I got to bust this record too.
When you know you can, why not? That's the beauty of it.
Amen. But you know what it is too, David, as I listen to Jared, you got to know what you want. Like he really wanted it really, really bad and was willing to impose the discipline on himself and make more phone calls. I don't know what the stats are. I know you're big on the stats, Zach, but if we look at them and we dug into the computer system, there's no doubt in my mind that Jared made more phone calls, made more presentations, and because of that, he made more sales and got more referrals. So what I love doing is unraveling the mystery, the secret. People are like, well, what did you guys give Jared? Did you give him some goat juice? What'd you give him? Did you give him better leads? Jared, did we give you anything extra or anything? No, nothing.
No, there's no secret sauce. I was talking to Ak and I said I was looking for a cheat code for like the first couple of years. Right. I didn't find one.
So it turns out that work is the answer. That's it. It's very simple, right?
Jared, on behalf of so many people of which you and I might not ever meet, thank you for raising the bar to a level that others can look at and say, if him, why not me? Thank you so much, Jared, for being on GATV and for being who you are. How many years now are you celebrating with us, Jared? How long?
Just over 4, almost
Just
4.5 coming up.
So you got your 4-year degree. Now you go after your master's degree and then your PhD, baby.
Yes,
Come on, let's get it.
I'll be here.
Jared, good to have you. God bless you, bro. Have a great day. To you and your family, God bless you.
Appreciate both of you guys. Thank you so much.
Good job. Good job. What a great guy. You know what I love too?
Yep.
I love when good people win. You know, good people. He's one of the good guys. He really is. I love that guy, David. We're very lucky to have Jared.
I guess that's the other thing for people to take away is that it wasn't easy for Jared. You know, he's been here for 4 years, but it wasn't like when he showed up, everything was perfect. You know, he's had the same struggles and challenges that everybody else has.
Yep.
But it just all boils down to making that decision.
He made the decision. And you know what? And he proved, David, like you just said, 4 years. I mean, who was he in the first year or two? You know, he was Jared. He was humming along. How many people watching this, maybe they're just humming along and they haven't done anything great yet, and they maybe are struggling to believe in something big? I would challenge you right now to challenge yourself. So you don't need a contest. Challenge yourself. Say, I'm going to write $10,000 this week, or I'm going to write $15,000. Decide. You decide. Get with your mentor. Get with your wife, your spouse, somebody you care, somebody you love, and say, I'm going after it. And then let them get in your corner and support you and break a record like Jared did. And guess what happens, David? Your bank account. You know what happens with Jared? His bank account went really, really high.
His bank account wins. That's
and I have a feeling when he's looking at restaurants to choose from or which side of the menu, he's not buying chicken, baby. He's getting lobster. He's getting steak. He's living the good life. So super excited.
So what we want to let everybody else know now that we've got a chance to celebrate Jared is just a reminder that we're doing our major recognition. We're going to be covering September, October, the whole third quarter. We're going to be recognizing our ballers, our 30K club members. It's going to be really cool. That's November 15th, live in Edison. So just get ready for that. Mark your calendars.
David, I hope there's something flashing on the broadcast that says live November 15th. Be there.
That's right.
Come on, guys. You got to show up. David promises he's going to sing and he's going to do some really... Are you, David?
I will sing if that's what it takes to get people to Edison for that meeting.
Granted, we might want to leave, but just hearing you sing will be fun. I know I'm going to grab the sticks, hit the drums. We're going to have a lot of fun, have a lot of people dancing. Make sure you're there. So, David, as we roll out all of this recognition and all of these incredible people, I want to remind everybody, along with you, that beginning this Thursday and every single Thursday going forward, we are going to have agency-sponsored sales training excellence class where you're going to go in there and each week we're going to put in front of you some of the very best that we have here at GigAct. We're not going to bring in outsiders, David. We're going to bring in our people every Thursday. What's the time slot again? I know they'll get noticed.
We're doing it 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. every Thursday, and it's going to be on the Build Your Business Zoom. So make sure you check in with your manager for that, but you don't want to miss it. It's going to help escalate your business to all new heights.
Make sure you get in there. You don't want to miss it. And last, we want to remind everybody that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we've moved our Build Your Business program up to 9 to 11, where you and I and David together will be building our future by bringing other people in to this great family that we have at GigAct. So guys, make sure you're there. Also, those of you that have a leadership contract. David, let's get about, for now, in this episode, let's get about recognizing top performers. Let's go get it, baby. Come on.
So we want to recognize our top producers, and we have a whole lot of people here who closed out October in fashion. So everybody over $3,500 for the week gets a shout out. Starting us off, $3,682 for Samson Adelafosi.
Behind.
Oh, is it? Oh, you're gonna. Okay.
Dina Tai, right? Or Dina Choi. How do I?
Dina Choi. Dina
Choi. What a great name, Dina. $3,806.
$4,246 for Julie Schwab.
$4,419 for Carolyn Jimenez. I like that girl.
$4,440 for Paul Torman.
Way to go, Paulie Walnuts. David Coulter right behind him with $4,479.
And 4,751 for Amy Shui.
Look at that. Amy Shui, a veteran, proven. 4,792 for Mark Futterwhite. Love that guy.
4,800, Amanda Lustbader.
Always in the hunt, Amanda. 4,848. Anthony Icavino. David, you know I brought him into the business.
Yes,
Come on, everybody on here. You can save someone's life and make it. Keep going, David. Who's next?
5,467 for Denisha Hill.
Love it. Utra, 5,535. In case you didn't know it, that's the sister of Johnny Lee. Get your family members in here, gang. You'll change their life. Go ahead.
5,874 for Lisa Renee Honlin.
Yeah, Lisa Renee. Oh, my God. And in front of her, one of my faves, you know that, $6,174. And Banco busting records, setting new bars, go in.
And coming in hot, as always, a real athlete, a warrior, 6,553 for Michelle Fall.
Total warrior, Michelle. You're awesome. Coming in at 6,714. David, it's so good to see Richie Zuccotta in the hunt. Come on, Richie, give it some more. You know you got greatness in you. Go ahead, David. Who's next?
And she wasn't satisfied with the Lamborghini for March and April, continuing to push the pace. $7,310 for Colleen Kopachensky.
Just love that girl. 7,000. Awesome stuff, Kyle. But it looks like Valentina wrote just a little bit more than you did, Kyle. She did $7,399. I love working with that girl, David. What a class act she is.
Absolutely. Somebody else who decided to do something special this month, $7,787, Pam O'Leary.
You know, David, I got to meet Pam, and, you know, my mom, her husband, my stepdad, his name was Don O'Leary, and he was the sweetest man on the whole planet. And so when I met Pam right away, I said, I decided you're going to be one of the great ones in here. I think that's why she's doing it, David. I decided she's going to do it. So for Pam, good to have you. But right in front of you, Pam, it was good. But it looks like Keith Anderson, David, decided he would be just a little bit more. Look what he did, David. $8,747. Greatness.
You know,
all
Keith
good
came
stuff.
to play. You know he came to play. But our top four all broke 10 grand this week. 10,588 for Dan Reef.
Unbelievable, this kid. There is nothing stopping him. You watch him in 2022. Way to go, Dan. In front of him, though, Dan, it was good. But it looks like you had quite a few people in front of you, starting with Imani Banks coming in at 12,215. Like you say, David, coming in hot. Way to go, Imani. Come on.
And in second place, $14,649. The third member of Team OVO coming in fourth, third, and second, Jose Matos. Well done.
Absolutely awesome. Jose challenged himself, his team, and each other, and they busted records too, David, just like Jared did. They've raised the bar. Let's see how far they can go. But obviously, in front of Jose, the number one producer, we just had him in the room with all of you today. One of your favorites, I know, one of mine, and anybody that gets to know Jared falls in love with this guy. I remember being in the field with him an entire day and evening, and it was in that moment that I fell in love with this guy, the number one producer, David, of all producers this week, coming in at $20,366. David, if he was here, I'd be high-fiving him. I'd be hugging him.
Yes, we would.
Him. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Congratulations to all of you winners. And by the way, even those of you not on this list, you could be on this list. You're all winners. Get yourself on this list. Let's get it. David, who do we have next? Come on.
We have our top essays. And in third place, we have Veronica Britos with $11,170 this week. Great job, Veronica.
David, I don't mean to brag, but once again, another personal recruit. My friend who owns the car wash, okay? This is his sister. I promised him, don't worry about it. Your girl's in good hands. Way to go, Veronica. But in front of her, David, is another one that you know I'm favorite war. Valentina coming in $11,205. Way to go,
barely
Valentina.
Beating out
Just
Veronica.
a little bit. Un poquito, as they say in Espanol. That's all my Spanish.
Yeah, but there was no contest for number one this week. No contest. And number one, $19,620 for an essay. Give it up for Jose Matos. Outstanding work there,
number one. David, that's a young kid who's got so much talent, potential and drive. Watch him in 2022. He's going to kill it. So what do we got next, David? Next category.
Top GAs. And, he helped his own cause this week in third place, $20,366 for Jared Guglielmino.
Nice when you lead from the front. And in front of him, though, looks like Utra beat him out by a solid $8,000 this week with $28,000. Way to go, Utra Lee Beltry. Did I get that right?
You did,
if I didn't, I'm sure I'm going to get a phone call or a nasty message. Gigs, get my name right. Love you, Utra. Who's next?
Coming in first place, no surprise when you see Jose at the top of the SA board. Dan Arif killing it in the GA category, $33,545 for Dan. Outstanding work.
Awesome stuff. David, I have a feeling in the weeks and months to come that it's going to take $50,000 from a GA to really win this category. But we're excited about all of you top three and every one of you that are pushing and gunning. Who's next, David? Which category? Where we going?
We got the MGAs, and we've got John Schaefer coming in with $22,385 for the week.
Come on, Schaefer. Let's go. And then in front of John Beard Schaefer, we have Dory Freud. Did we ever find out, is he related to Sigmund Freud? Is he? I mean, I heard he was, and then I heard he wasn't. I haven't
done the 23andMe on Dory, so I couldn't tell you.
I don't know, but I know this. He's pretty damn smart, coming in at $33,000, but that was only second place, David.
That was. And it was second place by quite a distance here.
Yeah.
Coming in number one with $59,127 for the week. Outstanding work to our number one MGA, Johnny Lee.
Yeah, baby. Way to go, Johnny. Number one MGA. You know, I was on the phone with him yesterday, and we were talking about Mission 450 because, we're going to break another record, David. We're going to go after 450 hires. We're going to share this opportunity with more people than we've ever done in the history of this agency. We're going to be changing a bunch of more lives. And Johnny promised me, just like he led in the production side, he's going to lead us in the Mission 450. So this guy can do it all, from producing to creation to production to leadership development. Let's get it, Johnny Lee. Congrats on being number one. All right, Ak, where do we go now?
Well, the last thing we want to do is we want to recognize our new, and this is the inaugural class of 30K Club members. So this is going to be 5 people who broke $30,000 in 1 month and are going to get themselves a 30K Club ring. Super excited. Yep, you can see it right here. Well, it's going to look something like this.
Something like that.
But we want to start off by recognizing Ann Banco, $32,044 for the month. Outstanding work.
Wow, Ann. Wow. The bar has been raised. David, I don't know how many people have done 30K with us and more. We probably should go back in history and see it.
It's only a handful. It's been done a few times.
You know what it says to me, David? When you have 5 people do it and you have the numbers that we have lately, and you think about, well, what's different today versus maybe a year or two ago? It's virtual. Listen, we live in a virtual world. And so our goal right now, as Ann Banco is doing it, is to master the world of virtual selling. Congrats to you, Ann Banco, on being one of our first inductees to the 30K Club. Very, very proud. In front of her, too, David, we have now the next person to make this elite club is Imani Banks. You talk about elite, you talk about class act. That is what Imani Banks is. It oozes through every pore of her. $32,857. Congratulations, Imani Banks. Who's next on this list, David?
We got Dan Arif, $33,711, making it happen. Again, Team OVO, Imani, Dan, and then our second place person who also made the whole team made the 30K Club this month.
Unbelievable. We don't know where they stand yet against the competition in.
We don't have those numbers yet.
We don't have them yet. Okay, we're still waiting.
We're going to do our drawing on November 15th for the raffle prizes for that 4th DR trip and for the cash prizes as well. But we don't know about the competition.
We don't know. So Dan Arif, I don't know. How does he say it? Arif, it don't matter.
Arif.
Guys, stop calling me and asking me where you finished out yet. I don't know it. My phone, David, keeps getting blown up. They want to know where they're at. Can't blame them, but I'm excited when we find out who the winner was of that contest. Either way, you guys won big time. So congratulations. And I guess I get to announce the number one producer.
You get to announce number two.
I get number two. I get Jose?
Yes.
Oh, you get number one. All right, that's all right. I get the first loser. You know, number two is the first lose. Oh, that didn't sound too good. Jose, wow. Jose, please don't get upset, but you are number two. That does make you the first loser. We love you, though, loser. With $41,380, I don't think you're losing much, my friend.
I don't know how you feel that way. Yeah, outstanding work there. How do you do 41,000 and lose? I'm pretty sure that you're in good shape there.
You don't.
But so you already know our number one producer for the month. You saw him. You heard him. You know that it was nothing magical or mystical that allowed him to do this. $53,046 of net ALP in the month of October. Your number one, Jared Guglielmino, and he's got more to give. So look out for him to even break his own record there, guys.
He does.
Amazing stuff.
You know, it's bitter. It's kind of bittersweet for me, David, because for years and years and years and decades, I was able to brag that me and Scott Remy, God bless and rest his soul, had the all-time record for production. You know, he and I would go back and forth because, by the way, I do know I did outright him. He thinks he was, but I was. But in either event, we're both now history because you've got Jared, you've got Jose, you've got Imani, you've got Banks. These guys just busting records as it should be. Each generation should do better than the previous. So on behalf of everyone, starting with David, myself, everybody listening to this broadcast, and everyone worldwide in this great company, thank you, all of you, for giving your all, and most especially for those of you who busted records and came up to another level. As we close out today, one of the things I want to remind all of you of is this 30K Club ring. You're going to be part of a very elite group. We're going to actually have, David, a plaque made, and we're going to keep adding each of their names to the plaque so that in the entranceways to our main office, you'll be displayed. Everybody will know that you're a Hall of Famer. I want to challenge everybody listening. Go after that 30K club. Why? Because you can, because it will be fun, because it will be exciting. Your bank accounts will go to a whole new level. Your confidence will go to another level. You'll be excited. Every one of you, get yourself in that 30K club ring and club rather. And again, thank you for showing us what is possible. So, David, where do we go from here?
Well, where we go is we let everybody know that it's now a new month. It's November. And just because we don't have the October crush doesn't mean that we don't crush November. Momentum is our friend right now. Let's keep our foot on the gas. Let's keep the pressure on. Let's keep those bank accounts happy. And let's make sure that we do the same thing in November that we did in October, guys.
Amen.
Have some
Amen.
fun. Thank you guys for being with us on
Thank you for being us. What's the main word that you heard as we close out is momentum. Momentum is your worst nightmare or it's your best friend. So if you don't have momentum right now, go get it today, right now. Make those phone calls, make those dials, get momentum going. And if you have it, hold on to it. Like David said, October crush was awesome, but we got in November. I believe, David, we're going after 650,000 as an agency and then another 600 in December. So God bless all of you. Thanks for being with us in GATV. David, love you. Have a great day, everybody.
We'll see you in the next one.
Let's go get it.